Welcome back, everyone. And today we are going to go through my week 5 paintings of my 90 days painting challenge. So, just to give a brief flashback, I started my 90 days painting challenge. I could not record it while I was painting, but this is more of a walkthrough after the paintings are finished. So, when we talk about 90 days, each week is split into uh, sorry 90 days are split into 13 weeks, 13 different weeks, and each week had a different theme. So first week it was water, and second week it was food. So you can see as I proceed through the weeks my progress and the skills I have learned as well. So week 2 it was food, and week 3 was light. So few were pretty bad, few were nice. Then week 4 was superheroes. We already went through this. Then comes week 5. So this is what week 5 is. Sorry. In week 5, I painted a theme called pop art portraits. So these are very contrasty, bright, and colorful faces that I was able to paint, and this was the first of those. So this is a beautiful woman looking at the sky with moon in her background, and this came out pretty beautiful. If you can see, there's a shine to it because, as I was saying, I used Camel's acrylic colors. They are much more uh, liquid, I can say. They are not like thick base like the other acrylics I was using. These are much more liquid in nature. Maybe that was the reason there's a shine to this. But I was having only two colors in this specific brand, black and white, and only those colors I was able to use. I mixed, and this painting is with only two shades, like black and shades of gray. So that was it. And if I should say, this specific week pop art painting was one of my favorites among all 13 weeks of my 90 days challenge. This turned out to be okay. So this is more like a girl whose face is illuminated by neon or bright lights. So this area looks fine, but when I come to the nose and mouth regions, so that's where it starts getting little unclear and hazy. But yeah, overall appeal of it is still okay, I felt. Let me zoom in a little more. Yeah. So moving on to the next one. This was one of my favorite. She looks stunning. So this is a girl in red jacket and red glasses with red background. The only distinguishing factor is her hair and hat. So here one learning I can say is the hair could have had more detail, and even the hat, the underside of the hat, but rest of it, the color pops out. The glasses look amazing. Even the coat looks amazing. So that was one of the beautiful paintings. There are a few more beautiful ones that are coming up. This is traditional Indian girl, and as I was saying, in my painting kit there were gold and silver metallic paints, right? I was able to use those here. If I can tilt, you can see on the dupatta or in the neck where the uh, where you can see that shining. That's where I was able to use those metallic paints, and this is how it turned out to be. So it looks pretty amazing. I'm trying to adjust the angle so that you won't see the uh, shine or reflection, so that you can exactly catch the details. But yeah, this turned out pretty well. I can say maybe I should have not done the blush so much. It would have made it look better. And if you remember, there was a specific case I was talking with this painting where if I use too much water, this specific spot started peeling off. If you remember, that's the lesson I learned from this painting, that you should never use too much water in acrylics. But I don't know, maybe in this specific painting as well, I used too much water, or maybe I was using a small spray bottle to keep the paints wet. But maybe it got too wet, and the specific spot, paint was not at all sticking to the spot. So I had to struggle in this as well. Even in the upcoming paintings, I had few such scenarios. But anyways, it's turned out to be great. And I think we missed one painting in middle. This is one, two, then three, four. Yeah, this is five. So I still remember this. So as I was saying, I was painting for 90 days straight. So it's not necessary that every day you can be free, and for 90 days you don't have any plans of going out, or there are chances of skipping painting. So that's how I used to pre-plan. So this specific day, the specific day I was painting this one, I had to go out, or I was traveling out of station. So that's why I planned it such a way that this comes on that day, because even though this looks beautiful and there are multiple aspects to it, it's easier and quicker to make. So I was able to paint this quickly and get ready and like travel. So if you can see, there are multiple faces, and multiple colors, and there are overlapping shades which form this beautiful piece. So if you can see, there's, let me point it out. So see, this is one face, nose, lips. Then this is one more face with nose and lips here. There's one more face here. There's one more face here. So totally there are, I guess, four faces. Yeah, one, two, three, and the bigger face four. Four different faces. So yeah. So this one is also one of the simpler, but it tries to convey a message. So next comes Adam. Yeah. So this is a close up of Adam, and it's like the statue is blue in color and it's illuminated by a bright yellowish orange light. So that's why you see in the most highlighted area it's yellow in color, and as the light dims it's orange, and rest of the face is in shades of blue. So this is also detailed, and when you look from far it looks nice and amazing. The details that came out were pretty well, and even blue and brown also are contrasting pretty much to elevate the face. Maybe the brown could have been little more dull to give it a better contrast look, but even now it looks pretty good. The eye turned out to be nice, the highlights and shadows. So there are no gradients in this painting. Like in most of these paintings in this week, there are no gradients, but blocks or chunks of areas are painted with different shades of a color that gives out a beautiful output. So this was pretty cool as well. And the next one, this is one of my favorite. It came out so neat. The red one was fine. That's also a beautiful painting, the woman in red coat. But this came out so neat, so clean. You cannot see, at least for me, there were no what do you say, while painting also I did not face any trouble. It went like butter. So this was really beautiful painting for me. Even the colors are poppy, the brightness, or see, you can see multiple shades of yellow, but you cannot clearly distinguish them. They just merge and blend into the piece. So that's what makes this piece beautiful. The charm in her face, or the details in the turban she is wearing, they absolutely look stunning. Maybe I could have done a better job in the earrings, but the rest of it looks pretty stunning. So I guess this was it. Yeah, this was the last So as I was saying, every week I paint such a way that the last one looks amazing. At least I try to make it look amazing. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yeah, so that was the end of week 5 pop art portraits. So thank you. See you in week 6.